Welcome back, my dear students. Cello, exams are just around the corner, and today we're tackling the chapter on weather. I promise, by the end of this, you'll get every single concept and feel totally prepared. So, let's begin.
Wow, just look at these pictures. Our incredible India. On one hand, you have the scorching hot deserts of Rajasthan, and on the other, the beautiful snow-covered mountains of Kashmir. Isn't that amazing? This incredible variety, Bacho, it's all thanks to something we call weather. And today, we're going to become weather detectives and solve all its mysteries together.
So what is this thing called weather, really? Well, simply put, it's just the state of our Earth's atmosphere at a specific time and in a specific place. I like to think of it as the atmosphere's mood for the day. Some days it's all cheerful and sunny, and other days, well, it can be a bit grumpy and rainy. That's weather for you.
Now, our atmosphere, it's like a giant multi-layered cake, and we live right at the bottom, in this first layer called the troposphere. And get this, this is where almost all the action happens. The clouds, the rain, the wind, yep, all the weather drama takes place right here in this one layer.
All right, so every good detective needs clues to solve a mystery, right? Well, to understand the mystery of weather, we have 5 super clues, or what scientists like to call elements. Let's find out what they are. Simple out.
So, here are our 5 super clues. Let's run through them real quick. First is temperature. You know this one, it's just how hot or cold it is. Second, we have precipitation. That's just a fancy word for any water falling from the sky, like rain or snow. Third is atmospheric pressure, which is the invisible weight of the air pushing down on us. Fourth, wind. That's super simple, it's just moving air. And finally, humidity. That sticky feeling you sometimes get? That's just the water vapor in the air.
To be a good detective, you need some cool gadgets, don't you? Well, meteorologists, our expert weather scientists, have some amazing tools to measure each of these clues very, very precisely. Let's check them out.
First up, for temperature, we use a thermometer. I'm sure you've all seen this one. It's that simple gadget that tells us whether we need to wear a sweater or maybe grab a cool glass of Nimbu Pan.
To measure precipitation, we use a rain gauge. Now, it looks a bit technical, but it's a very simple device, really. It's basically a funnel that collects rainwater into a measuring cylinder. This helps us know exactly how many millimeters of rain has fallen. Pretty clever, huh?
Okay, next up is atmospheric pressure, which we measure with a barometer. Think about it this way. Air pressure is high when you're at sea level, like on a beach in Goa. But as you climb higher and higher, say to Kardung La in Ladakh, the air gets thinner and the pressure drops. And that's exactly why our brave soldiers stationed there can sometimes feel a bit breathless. Makes sense, right?
So what about wind? We actually use 2 tools here. The anemometer, with its little rotating cups, measures how fast the wind is blowing. And the wind vane, or this windsock you see at airports, tells us which direction the wind is coming from. This is super important for pilots, sailors, and even our farmers.
And our last clue, humidity, is measured by a hygrometer. It tells us the percentage of water vapor in the air. So a high percentage means it's going to be very sticky. This explains exactly why your clothes take forever and ever to dry in Mumbai during the monsoon season.
So we have our clues and we have our gadgets. But why is all this measuring so important? Well, because it allows us to do something amazing, predict the future. Not your future, but the weather's future. Let's see why that matters so much. Meteorologists collect all this data to predict the mosam, or the weather. And this isn't just for fun, it's a lifesaver, for real. These predictions can warn fishermen in Kerala about an approaching storm, or they can alert farmers in Punjab about a dangerous heat wave. This information protects lives, homes, and our food supply. So you see, this is very, very important work.
Okay, my champions, it's exam time. Let's do a quick revision to see how much we've learned. This will be fun, and it's going to boost your confidence for the real exam. Ready? Shabash!
All right, here's a match the following question, just like you'd find in your textbook. On the left, we have the instruments, and on the right, the elements of weather. Now, I want you to pause the explainer right here and try to solve this in your notebook. Come on, give it a shot, no cheating.
Okay, are you ready for the answers? Let's check. Hygrometer measures humidity. Anemometer measures wind speed. Barometer, atmospheric pressure. Thermometer, temperature. And the rain gauge measures precipitation. Did you get them all right? I am so sure you did. Well done, Bacho. Fantastic. Let's try one more. This is a practical, real-life question. Your friend Jyotsna is going to Mumbai in June. The weather forecast says 29 degrees Celsius and 84% humidity. So, what clothes should she pack? Think logically. Use what we have just learned. Think.
Here's the answer. That 84% humidity is the big clue. It means the air is full of water vapor, so it's going to feel very sticky and sweaty. Also, her sweat won't evaporate easily, and if she washes clothes, they will take a very, very long time to dry. So the best advice is to pack light cotton clothes that are comfy and dry quickly. See? Science is so useful in real life.
Before we finish, I want to share something truly beautiful. This is the motto of our own India Meteorological Department. It comes from the ancient text Manu Smriti, and it says, "From the sun arises rain, from rain comes food, and from food living beings originate." It's amazing how our ancestors understood this deep connection between the sun, the rain, and all life on Earth.
And that's a wrap on our Weather Explainer. I have one final question for you. The next time you check the weather on your phone, look at the forecast and try to name the 5 elements that were measured to give you that information. You are all weather detectives now. All the very best for your exams, my dear students. You are going to do wonderfully.